Okay, I'm just sitting here waiting on Mr. Maness to join the show.
Ta-da!
Are you fixed?
I think I am.
Well, hey, welcome. I wouldn't dare touch him because if I licked my hand and touched his face, he would be puking in the bathroom. Trust me on that. I know better. So, we're here for Tag Tuesday. This week, Tracey herself, Trials Along Here Girl, did the questions. She's ready to get back into it. I think what's going to happen is we're going to start taking turns again. So nobody is doing all of them all the time, because Sandy did them for a long time all by herself, and then Roy did he's doing almost the whole month of December. So Tracey decided she's ready to get back into the swing of things, with a little help. So eventually we'll be getting around to it, like we were saying last week. I don't know if I'm going to let you do any questions or not. These might be tough ones. So this week's questions are, well, it's just called a Christmas tag. So these are more Christmas questions since we're leading into Christmas. Oh my gosh, the end of this week.
Yeah.
Ain't it? Well, this is Monday, but you're seeing it on Tuesday, so yeah, not far.
Yeah.
Number one, what was your most memorable holiday as a kid?
Man, I had a bunch.
I know. I can't think of one. I do remember one year at my mom's, they had somebody dressing up like Santa Claus and walking by the front window. She had a big old picture glass. You know that big old picture glass in her front room? So when I was a kid, they had somebody, I don't know who it was, somebody dressing up like Santa Claus walking past the picture window. I remember that. And I forgot about it until just now.
I remember one year when I was a kid, the thing was, when you went to sleep on Christmas Eve, we didn't wait till Christmas morning. I mean, my mom and daddy couldn't wait. So, and my sister, she was old enough, she didn't, she was like 9 years older than me.
Right.
And so she was out of the sound thing. But I remember they told me, said, that you got to go to bed before Santa can come, and I said, okay. So I went and jumped into bed, and I had been in there 30 minutes. And all of a sudden, I hear my mama hollering down the hall. They're in the living room, the bedroom's on the back side of the house, and she's hollering, "Hey, Santa's here!" And so I come running out of the bedroom, and running down the hall. And by the time they hear my footsteps, so my sister's sitting at the side of the, where the front door was, and about the time I come down the hall, she would push the door and slam the door like Santa had just left as I ran around the corner. And Terry was going, "Man, you just missed him. He just got out the door about the time you come around the corner, right?" And,
you was eating it up, wasn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good memory.
Yeah.
Number two, what are your favorite holiday treats? All of them. If we make it on the holiday, I like it.
Yeah.
I can't think of one thing that we just do on Christmas. That's my no. Let me take that back. What does my mama make me every Christmas?
Oh,
the peanut butter candies.
Peanut butter candies. Yeah.
She made them growing up, not just for Christmas, but for Christmas. My whole entire adult life, every Christmas, it's like the potato candy that you make and roll up with peanut butter, but she don't make it with potatoes. She never has. It's just powdered sugar and stuff, and then you spread the powdered sugar dough out, spread it with peanut butter, and roll it up and slice it. I will be gaining weight this Christmas. Trust me on that. On peanut butter candy alone. I keep it in the freezer, and you would think the freezer would deter you from eating it, but it's just as good.
Like Reese cup in the freezer. Same principle.
Do you have a favorite thing?
My mama's sour cream coconut cake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she used to make that. And I mean, it took...
It's a 3-day cake.
It's a 3-day cake. Yeah, and I mean it's worth every, you know, ounce of energy put in it. But it was delicious. Yeah.
Number 3. What is your funniest holiday memory? I got one about Holly, but I ain't gonna say it when we go to the.
Oh yeah.
And don't ask me in the comments to tell you, because I'm not telling you.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It's just, I'm sorry I even brought it up, but it's funny. As a kid, I can't think of nothing. I don't know. Do you know?
Man.
Well, you just told your funniest one.
Yeah, I can't think of nothing.
Number 5. What is the best Christmas gift you have ever received?
That's another
I do kind of have a funny memory. It just dawned on me. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. I remember when Mama bought me some record albums, and Peter Frampton Comes Alive was one of them. I can't remember none of the other ones, but I remember Peter Frampton, because that was back in the record album day. And we had a dog, and when I got up Christmas morning, that dog had chewed the corner off my record albums. He didn't mess with the albums, but he chewed the corner off all the covers.
Man.
So it's funny now, but it was not funny then. So anyway, what's the best Christmas gift you have ever received? I have a hard time with absolutes.
I do too, because man, I've had a lot of great ones.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember everything I've ever got for Christmas. My memory is, so I don't know. Well, we talked about it, like birthday gifts, and you said no, your stuff was Christmas. So that's when you got your motorbikes and things like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's
go-karts and things.
And, I remember one year I was probably 7 or 8 years old, 9 years old, and I got me one of those. Back then they had Hot Wheels tracks, and you had like a gas pump, and it was a makeshift plastic gas pump. It was about this tall. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It was about that tall. And you took your car and it had a little fueling hose in the side of it. And you actually stick your hose inside the car and mash the top, and it had like a little plastic red handle. You mash that at the top, and it would juice that car where it would make, and it would
like battery or something or whatever.
It would pump juice in there, and then you had a little lever on the bottom, and you flick that little lever, and it would circle that track, man. It would fly. And but I remember that, and that was a good one.
Oh, I do have a funniest holiday memory. I keep going back to that question. Things just keep popping in my mind.
Oh, that's good.
But
at least it's coming back.
What is the weirdest gift you have ever received? And that's what made me think about it. At Mama's, I don't know if you remember, but we had a pair of bloomers. Mm-hmm. You remember the bloomers?
Oh, yeah.
Mama sewed up a pair of bloomers. Big bloomers, the kind of size bloomers you could fit on over your clothes. Mm-hmm. And whoever got it
had to keep it till the next year, and then you give
it to somebody else. Yeah. And the funniest times was whoever got them bloomers. The rule was you had to put them on.
Yeah.
You had to try them on.
And the cameras would be flashing. Yeah.
So I got them. That's probably the weirdest thing I ever got. Listen, it was the bloomers with the little short legs. They looked like shorts, but they was bloomers, and they was huge. And she had sewed like red lace down the front with black lace on top of it and some buttons, and they were terrible. So that's probably my funniest memory and the weirdest gift I've ever received. You got them. That's probably the weirdest thing you ever had received.
Yeah.
Number 7.
But the funnest part was the next year you got to give them.
You got to give them. And here's the thing: when you got to get the gifts were flying. Boy, back in the day, that's when we had a big crowd of people, and the gifts were just flying. When you got the gift that didn't have from anybody, or it said from Santa, You knew what they were.
You knew what they were. Yeah.
You knew exactly what they were. Speaking of Santa, how long did you believe in Santa?
Oh, it wasn't long.
Listen.
I had it. Real early.
Well, yeah, we knew,
Yeah.
but when the kids were little, the rule was if you don't believe in him, he don't come see you.
Yeah, but I mean, as a parent, you always try to stress that to the kids because you don't want to kill them.
Right, the fun. That's the fun of it. Santa Claus is fun. It's just the mystique of it.
Yeah.
Like ooh, Santa Claus.
You know that they know the truth, but you don't want to kill. You don't want to spoil it.
You don't want to say.
You just want to keep pushing it and keep
let them stay kids as long as possible. We used to say it in my other mama's side. Whenever Christmas shopping would be done, or they bought something, I always say, "I know where Santa Claus lives." Mm-hmm. So we'd always tell the kids if I get something, I'd say, "I know where Santa Claus lives," and so that means that you got a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a white Christmas?
Yep.
I only remember one, and that was at Mama's, and I remember everybody saying, "Look, look, look!" And so we all go to the picture window and the front door, and we see snowflakes. But that's the only one I remember.
I remember some when I was a kid. I mean, the ground was covered. And
if he had them, I had them. I just don't remember them because he lived in Charlotte and I live in Kannapolis. This is not that far away. That if they had snow, we had snow.
Yeah, but I remember some. That we had some good winters. Winter snows, over the years when I was a kid. I wish
we'd get a white Christmas, but then couldn't nobody come if they couldn't drive.
Right.
So after everybody's home and settled, I'd like a white Christmas.
Yeah.
But we didn't have Christmas last year, and by gosh, better not knock on wood, no jinx, none of that. Take away my Christmas this year. Number 9. What is your favorite Christmas movie? Well, we discussed this. We don't have one. Nope. Well, I like Chevy Chase. Christmas Vacation, but we don't say, okay, it's Christmas, we have to watch this movie. If it's on TV, if we happen to pass it, we usually don't even stop. We go to something else.
Well, we've seen it so many times,
it's not like Criminal Minds. I can watch Criminal Minds till the cows come home. Yeah. But Christmas movies,
well,
we're not really Grinches. We're just we sound like Grinches.
Well, it's a good movie.
As Hollywood say, that's just who I am.
Yeah,
that's just who we are.
And when I was a kid, we'd watch Charlie Brown's Christmas, stuff like that. But it's not a movie.
Well, it's a show.
Yeah. But I always like the Peanuts, like Halloweens and Christmases. And
I did too.
Stuff like that. It's cool.
Number 10. What goals would you like to concentrate on before the year's up? Staying on my diet.
Yeah.
We were just in there this morning. I was making out my grocery list, and he's off this week. Normally it's a restricted week at work, and somehow he got off. So he's off this week of Christmas.
Yeah, I lucked out.
And I was like, well, what do you want to eat? You're going to be home, and I guess you expect to eat. So what do you want? And we were trying to think of stuff, and I was telling him what I had down for the menu. I said, there's going to be so much not good eating that I got to try to keep as much on our plan as possible. So I'm just going to say, try not to eat my face off. Try not to eat like I'm going to the electric chair.
Yeah.
Try not to eat like they're going to quit making it tomorrow. That's my goal. That might be a dumb goal, but
too. I'm the same way. I'm trying to watch it too.
Yeah. Here's a bonus. What are you most excited about this season? What I just said. Actually having a Christmas.
Actually having Christmas.
Because last year we had Christmas planned. Everything was ready. Then RJ found out he had been exposed to someone at work. He didn't get it. He wasn't near them, but he was near enough to where they made him quarantine.
They made him quarantine, yeah.
So, 0 Christmas. Nobody came over. It was just me and David. There was no party, no food, no gathering, no nothing. And I was just devastated.
Yeah, we had to give our gifts long distance, you know.
Yeah, I was just devastated. So that's what I'm looking forward to this season, is having a Christmas. And if anything messes it up, I'm just telling you what, I don't want to hear of it. I don't want to talk about it. So that is it for us for our Christmas tag. Thank you, Tracey, for coming back. We're glad to see you back into the swing of things. So our tagging got kind of mixed around this week, you know. So this week we're going to tag Joan over at Joan's Point of Play. Joan and Doug, the boys are home, so it's going to be Joan and Doug and Andrew and Adam. So all four of them will get to do it. And then, of course, you know who we're going to tag. Roy. Recipes is Roy. So that is it. Tag your it. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you so much for your support of my channel and of Mr. Smooth. He appreciates it. He does. He really does.
I really do.
So Merry Christmas. We love you. And see you on the next video. Bye.
See you.